I've been trying all day to make an appointment with the therapist. They are inundated, which was expected. So I left a message. They asked me a couple of questions. They're sending a message to the intake center and I will wait for their call. I haven't had a talk therapist in a long time. I just realized that I need some general guidance and navigating overwhelming thoughts, all that jazz. I had like a mini crisis at work, and it's just never a fun thing to wake up so suddenly like that. It was just over a website that I did, and I have to like fix a bunch of stuff. So I started a new website today, and then after I finish up with that, I have to go into this other website and rebuild a system that I built into it. So it's like a whole thing, and I just feel like really overwhelmed today. And I was feeling symptoms of depersonalization. I feel that a lot. I will just sometimes feel like I'm not within my body. I don't feel solid within my body. I feel like the way that I describe it is that my body feels like a suit that I'm wearing, almost like when you wear a glove. And I feel like I feel like I'm wearing my body as a glove or as a suit. And within that suit, I have shrunk down. So I'm shrinking farther and farther away from my bodysuit. The distance between my body and my core is what I feel. That varies. The way my boyfriend described it was like a Russian nesting doll. Like I'll feel almost numb, and I'll feel like I just won't feel like me. I won't feel like I'm within my own body. And I think that's exactly what depersonalization is. And it takes me a while to get back. Most effective thing I've been doing lately is just pretending it's not happening and just ignoring it. It usually goes away, and that's been really effective because I think the more I pay attention to it, the more I start to freak out and get scared. But my anxiety is there to protect me, and it's just ringing these alarms that think that it thinks that I need to pay attention to these alarms, and I don't. I know that like nothing's actually wrong. I need to teach the amygdala, I believe. Don't scan for these symptoms and think something's wrong. I'm trying to train it out of that and to just accept what I'm feeling and just move on and know that I'm not in crisis. And the other thing, which is so wild, I was watching this YouTube video of a girl who was describing feeling burned out from work and being diagnosed with anxiety and PTSD. A lot of the symptoms she was describing felt really familiar. I could relate to her. Funnily enough, in the middle of watching that video, that's when I learned about this work crisis, which, obviously in the big picture isn't a big deal. I won't know until I connect with the therapist. Like, it was eye-opening to listen to her and to relate to all those things, because so many things have happened in the past few years that have been traumatic. As an adult, you have to just keep trucking on. And I think that's why in so many ways, I still feel like a kid. I still feel like a 13-year-old. I'm reparenting myself. Aging is such a strange feeling because you're in this older body. You still feel like you just got out of high school, or, you're still in high school. I think that I've never really allowed myself to, talk about those things, feel those things. I always feel a lot of guilt, feeling anxious. I'm overwhelmingly grateful for what I have. And at the same time, there's this thing. There's just this black cloud. And I have felt it my entire life. I've always felt anxious. I was just a worried kid. I was just worried about everything. And no matter how hard I try to tell myself there's nothing to worry about, and even when I look back on my life and I think about so many things, you didn't have to worry about it. Everything worked out. It's so natural for me to just feel anxious and to just feel everything seems to be tinged with this sadness. It's one of those things where I don't know if I'll ever grow out of it or if this is just me and I need to learn to live with that. I admire a lot of people who seem to not have anxiety and they're able to do a lot of things in their life. And I am somebody who finds it very challenging to live through my life. I'm hoping one day that I am able to do things without thinking about it, without prep, without anything. Just like, I need to go do this, and then I do that. And there are times that I'm able to do that. And I'm grateful for those days. I'm just like, oh my God, what did I do? Because I'm in such a good mood and I'm not anxious, and I'm able to like, I feel like I can do anything today and nothing is going to bring me down. And then most days is sort of just like this, just sort of like, I just don't feel right. It also doesn't help that I'm kind of in the middle of a physical health thing. I'm like doing all these tests. I have an ultrasound in March. Everything's just sort of pending. And that is like the worst thing for an anxious person, because I can't stop thinking about things until it resolves, or like until there's a conclusion to it. What is this teaching me is a question that I've read to ask yourself when you want to say, why is this happening to me? It's teaching me to learn to self-soothe and be able to just live my life and not fixate on things that I can't control. It is Saturday night and I'm just editing my vlog for the week, and I really didn't record that much. This week I've really been coming to terms with how overwhelmed I am. It has been emotionally and physically taxing. I think that a lot of things that I've been trying to ignore have been catching up to me, and it has been really taking a toll on my mental and physical health. I'm trying to just like take it easy and just really show myself compassion and take care of myself first. Yeah, I think I'm just having one of those days where everything feels like so much. I just feel like an open wound, and all I want to do is just like cry. But I don't know what I'm crying for. Maybe it's just to release everything that I feel inside. I never heard from anyone to schedule a therapy session, so I have to call them back next week.